I am so excited to show you the new series of KVD Lews rods that we've developed. You know, this is a project that I've worked on for quite some time, and I'm real fussy about my equipment. You know, I've been competing professionally now for 30 years, and I love to have rods that are really focused for certain techniques, and that's what we did in this series. So there's 23 models total. There's 10 graphite casting, there's 7 graphite spinning, and there's 6 composite castings that are a blend of graphite and fiberglass. So the graphite series, they're all IM8 blanks, and these actions are really, really special. You know, there's a lot of really extra fast actions in there and in the spinning models and that for these finesse applications, you know, for Ned rigging, for snapping tubes, for doing a lot of things that I like to do. And you'll see that there's lengths and actions that are a little bit different than you see in a normal series of rods. So having 23 models gives me a really, really comprehensive set from every technique that I like to fish. And I like to be versatile, so we've got something for everything. So let me just kind of run through it a little bit. On the casting models, you know, they've got split grips, they got EVA handles. It's got a really large area. This is a unique handle design right here where you're touching the blank, so you get extra sensitivity to it. We've got an extra strong zirconia tip built onto these rods. You know, that's one of the things that drives me crazy. If you reel your lure up into your tip or you're poking it off out of the rocks, if you break that tip or knock that insert out, that's no good either. So we've got a super strong tip to them. You can see they're color matched. And another neat thing is our numbering system that we came up with. So on all these models, you'll see nice and big right on the rod blank right here exactly what model it is. So this is a GC5 right here, and that means graphite casting, and this is the number 5 in the series. It's a 7.2 medium heavy action rod. It's a perfect spinnerbait rod. It's the rod I like to throw a frog with. It's also my jig skipping rod. So we have 10 different models in the graphite casting line. Everything, you know, from a 6.8 rod, which is my, you know, top water jerkbait rod, all the way up to a 7.10. And again, something for every technique that's out there. Now in the graphite spinning, you'll see the same type of features in there. So one of the unique things that we did on this is it's got a split grip again. The keeper's always here in the back. I don't like to have my keeper in the front where it's catching the line or your fingers there. And it's actually got a rear tighten knob to make it a lot more comfortable to hold on to that reel on there. So it's just a little bit different design for it, for a spinning reel seat like that. Makes it balance really well. And again, these actions are really, really fast on these models. We've got them all the way from a 7.6, which is one of my favorite, you know, long casting, open water, Great Lakes, smallmouth type rods, all the way down to a 6.10, you know, which is perfect for drop shot. And so we got them very technique specific, and you'll notice that the actions are designed for the techniques that you really like to fish. The other one is the composite casting series. And so these are designed, you know, for your crankbaits and bladed jigs and things like that. And we've got models very specific to that. I've got 2 models specific that I like to fish a bladed jig on, a 7.1 and a 7.4. And then we've got everything from a 6.8 all the way up to a 7.10 for all your square bills, 6XDs, deep diving crankbaits and that. And again, they're composite. So these actions are all developed to where they're the perfect action that I think that you need for making a really long cast, to having the right feel, and to having the right taper in the tip. So we really spent a lot of time getting that part of it right. So you can see, you know, I've got a lot of tip there, but I got a lot of backbone just starting right down. So these actions are really, really focused for these certain techniques. One of the things you'll notice right away when you pick up a KVD rod is the feel. So these actions are really special. You know, there's a lot of extra fast actions. They got soft tips. They've got the right amount of backbone. They're designed for all of these different techniques. That's why we have such a comprehensive line. So when you look at the price, you're going to be amazed that these rods sell for $99.95. They're a tremendous value and a high quality product. So check out a KVD rod from Lews today.